Well, I, for one, would just like to say that I think it was very generous of the Cirillos to allow bygones to be bygones and welcome Ned into the family. You all have my condolences.
AJ?
Ned knows I'm kidding, don't you, Ned?
Lois tells me, Carmine, that you're musicians.
A drummer. In my youth.
Well, I'm an opera buff myself.
Oh, we love opera every Sunday afternoon on public radio.
Oh, did you manage to catch Sutherland and Pavarotti and Rigoletto?
La donne mobile, qual più malvedo, muta d'accento e di pensiero.
Oh, I wish I were Italian.
You know, I saw La Boheme last time I was in Paris.
Paris? Oh, my.
I'm so glad the daffodils were out for your visit.
Oh, it looks like a sea of yellow up and down either side of the driveway.
You should see Mother's roses.
Oh, I do hope you'll come back when they're in bloom.
I grow tomatoes myself. We have a special deal with the live poultry shop around the corner. They give us all the fertilizer we can use. Come July, my tomatoes are as big around as your fist.
I do envy your chicken iguana.
This is tasty. Should we talk about the wedding? No, not right now.
So tell me, Ned.
Pops, would you like some bread over here?
How's this two-career thingy-wingy going?
Fine.
Well, I just think it's a good thing for AMQ that some of the rest of us are willing to pick up the slack for Ned.
I always felt my day job benefited from the satisfaction I got from playing in the band at night.
That's a very interesting perspective.
It's exactly how I feel, Carmine.
If you got music in your soul, you cannot try to deny it.
I'll tell you what I think.
Yes, dear?
I think I'll have another helping of this excellent duck.
By all means, Reginald.
Grandfather, did you hear somebody traded a Mickey Mantle rookie card for a sailboat? It was in the paper.
Well, I say whoever wound up with Mantle got the better end of the deal. Oh, those were the days. Before the free agent system ruined the game.
Oh, couldn't agree more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
A disgrace.
Yeah. Oh, Carmine talks about this all the time.
So did Edward.
Of course, Reed always did wear a Yankee uniform, but the Mets are breaking my heart.
Oh, God.
The Yankees expected to pay to get the finest.
And this from a man who deplores free agency.
Now, I've heard those snide remarks about pinstripes being all wallet and no heart. You cannot win pennants without heart. You look at the record books.
Need I point out, the Mets brought home the last New York pennant.
I really missed the World Series last year.
And may I remind you that the Yankees almost prevailed in '94.
Almost only counts in horseshoes or hand grenades.
I'll ask you not to make light of hand grenades. I saw combat in World War II.
Yeah? Well, I clawed my way up Pork Chop Hill.
The Korean War.
Oh, shall we discuss the wedding?
No.
Maybe tomorrow.
What else is on the agenda?
Well, we thought we would give them the nickel tour, including such high spots as the Quartermain Shakespeare Garden and ELQ.
Yeah, and also the rest of the LMP family wants to meet them. Brenda, Miguel, Lily. Oh, and Mary May.
And Sonny has invited them for dinner over at Luke's.
Oh, my goodness, that's a full day. You can't possibly go back to New York tomorrow night. You'll be exhausted.
Well, hey, I've got a great idea. Why don't you stay another night?
Oh, it couldn't possibly.
Oh, but you must. I insist.
Well, I guess we could manage one more night.
I hope you won't be able to sleep a wink tonight after that ungodly performance at the dinner table.
A Mets fan.
There are worse things.
A knee-jerk liberal.
Edward, he's your grandson's father-in-law.
Don't remind me. Damn it, I did everything I could, and that man twisted everything I said.
You could have said less.
I practically bit off my tongue, but he obviously came here prepared for a fight, all set to blame the lot of us for stealing his little girl. Well, I had nothing to do with it. And I resent feeling that I have to defend my way of life just because somebody's a reverse snob.
Oh, well, tomorrow is another day.
Oh, dear God, Lila.
Now, Edward, those two young people have struggled mightily for their happiness. It won't hurt you to struggle along for another 24 hours on their behalf.
Oh.
It's a hoity-toity lunatic asylum.
They're your daughter's in-laws.
She's too good for him.
You liked Monica. I mean, she knows opera, and her husband, Alan, seemed nice. I mean, and the boys, I mean, especially Jason, very polite. I mean, Lila is a doll.
Which brings us to the old goat himself. Boy, if that's where Ned's headed in the next 50 years, God help Lois. I mean, how am I going to go through another day without knocking his block off?
For Lois's sake. And as a reward, maybe tomorrow night, we could go out and find that hot tub Lois was talking about.
Oh, you and me in a hot tub, huh?
Do I have good ideas? Or what?
Send me to Bosnia. Send me to Haiti. Just please don't ask me to run interference between my pops and your grandfather for another 24 hours.
Grandfather respects people who stand up to him.
Oh, respectful is not how I would describe dinner. Hostile is more like it. Do we stand a chance? Our families hated each other on sight.
Not true. We just have two very strong egos who aren't used to sharing center stage. We can handle this.
How?
Well, we have all night to come up with something.
Please, God. Just let me live through tomorrow. What are you doing? I set that alarm. Oh, Lordy, my folks are get up at the crack of dawn.
So does Grandfather.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we're going to get there, and we're going to see that they probably saw each other. Let's throw in my pops and Mr. Q.
No.
I know. There's going to be body parts scattered all over the croissant.
Grandfather would insist on coffee and orange juice before shedding blood.
Oh, where's my jacket? Where's my jacket? No.
Look on your arm.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Maybe they didn't kill each other. Okay, maybe, but here, plug it in there. If I see a police cruiser in the driveway, I am gonna expect
Lois.
the worst. Let's go. Come on.
We heard voices.
Oh, good morning. Come in, please.
Oh, yes, you, yes.
Morning.
Yes,
How are you?
you're in the right place.
Okay.
Morning.
Normally, we have breakfast in the den, but Lila is redecorating. As a matter of fact, she's on the phone with London right now, making a bid on some Biedermeier furniture.
What the hell does he think he's doing?
He's referring to the chairman of the Federal Reserve. He and Edward went to school together, and Edward takes it as a personal affront every time Mr. Greenspan starts to tinker with the interest rate. Well, do help yourself to juice or coffee. Reginald will be in to take your breakfast order, and the sky is the limit. Waffles, pancakes, omelets, smoked salmon.
No eggs. Bad for his cholesterol.
Oh, Father's chafing under the same dietary restrictions.
What do you doctors know?
That's exactly what Carmine says.
Yes, I'm still here. I'll open at £8,000 for the lot.
I still think you'd do better by the piece.
I've been on the phone all morning. Besides, they went to a great deal of trouble to rearrange things for me. 9,000.
Oh, hold back for Pete's sake. Just slip in under the hammer.
I'm doing this, Edward. 9.5.
Oh,
You know it's worth 3 times that amount.
How much is that in the dollars?
About 16,000.
Has she ever even seen stuff?
Well, the auction houses, excuse me, notify their regular clients when there's going to be a sale. And if the people are interested, they send photographs.
10,000.
you're pushing up the bidding.
Oh, go back to complaining about poor Mr. Greenspan. 11.
Did you look at this? This just looks just like like Aunt Rose's furniture.
Yeah. And Rosie couldn't wait to sell it to the junk man after she inherited from her in-laws.
This stuff is valuable?
Oh, it's quite the rage these days, yes.
What's happening?
They've jumped to 12 and a half. 13. Now it's stalled. 13 and a quarter. Going once, going twice. 14,000 pounds. I got it.
Well done.
Quartermain. Quartermain, yes. You have our account number. And I'd like to arrange for complete, immediate air express shipment to the United States.
Well done, Mother.
Over 20 grand for a bunch of old furniture. She never even sat on.
Excuse me.
What's Lois Marie doing with people who take interest rates personally and buy 20 grand worth of furniture over the phone?
She isn't in love with the furniture.
Morning.
Hi. How is everybody? Okay so far.
You wouldn't believe what just happened.
Yeah?
Yeah. They bought Aunt Rose's furniture.
20 grand.
Over the phone without ever seeing it.
Aunt Rose, she died 2 years ago.
Oh, yes, thank God. God rest her soul. She'd have a fit if she knew what that furniture was really worth.
So did you have a good night's rest?
Fair.
I was hoping we could fit in a round of golf, but they're forecasting a spring snow next time.
You play golf, Carmine? What's your handicap?
The way he swings his club.
That's what they say about me.
I don't bother with a handicap.
Well, if you don't have a handicap, how do people know if you're any good?
Ask me.
For heaven's sake, you can't just walk onto a course and announce that you have no handicap. They'll think that you're either a rank beginner or that you're going to cheat.
Cheat?
Yeah, that's how he and his buddies justify spending only about 10% of their time on the golf course and the other 90% in the bar analyzing the handicaps.
Me? I just hit the ball.
Next time, for sure.
Brenda, Miguel, and Lily are going to meet us at the gatehouse in about an hour, and then we're going to go over to see Mary Maya at the Ward House. Oh, just wait until you meet her kids.
So we'll grab a quick lunch somewhere, and then we'll head on a tour of Port Charles.
You'll find the name Quartermain is ubiquitous.
Yeah, and then back here to change for dinner and dancing at Luke's as Sonny's guests.
The whole family's invited.
Yeah.
I think that Monica and I are going to decline with regret.
I adore Luke's new place.
Not to mention Luke. He flirts with you shamelessly.
Edward and I accept with pleasure. It'll be great fun.